Okay, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to try my best to give you a video walkthrough of my Sandship that I created on Minecraft. As you can see, I have literally put the word Sandship on the side of the ship. Okay, so basically you start from the other side of the ship like you do in the game. In the game, you are in a boat, and the boat brings you to the side of the ship. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and climb the ship, and I'm going to show you. Okay, this is the deck of the ship. I didn't really make it, extravagant because it's kind of hard to do in a game like this. The first place you go obviously will be this door, and see how dark it is on the inside of it. But over here I thought it would be kind of neat to put the save points, and this button doesn't do anything. It's just, for the game, I looked at the map on the computer and it told me where the save points were, so I went ahead and put a sign here. It says save, return to the sky, quit, and cancel, just like in the game if you were playing it. Okay, so basically in the game this door is locked. You have to go down here, and when you get down here, oh wow, it's really dark. Basically, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something real quick. Hold on a minute. Hopefully it's not too bright. It should be okay for going into the dungeon itself. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so basically you got the area of the dungeon right here. You got an area on the map that I saw. It was nothing, so I just went ahead and didn't do anything there. Takes a long time to walk, I know. Okay, so you got this room right here that you go into, and in the game, when you go in this room, this door and this area is blocked. You can't go in because it's you're supposed to make it like modern day, or not modern day, 1,000 years old, with the time shift crystal. This right here is soul sand, but it's equivalent to the quicksand that you find in the game, except for you don't get sucked down, of course. These rooms right here are the rooms that you see in game that are blocked right now. Basically, you go down this way and you'll see stairs right here, and you come through this door to this hallway, and then you go down this hallway and you gotta cut a right, and even in the game you see this, you see an incomplete door. This is your boss door right here. I thought it was neat to put a homage of the giant octopus type, because the key itself was made from like an octopus looking thing. So that's what I made the door look like. And then you'll notice these up here, it happened when I put the letters in for the Sandship. You're just going to have to deal with it, basically. Like I said, this is Minecraft. It's not exactly Legend of Zelda, so you just have to use your imagination here. This area in the game is actually divided differently. This right here is supposed to be bars for the prison that you can just walk in and blow the sand away. I'll go ahead and walk in right now to show you. You blow the sand away right here, and this door right here, well, it's not really accessible at the point. When you make it modern, or not modern, but 1,000 years old, this door becomes accessible. However, this area does not, to prevent you from going deep into the dungeon early. So what I did, instead of doing that, I modified it a little, and I put the directions that you find in game is actually hidden with sand, and I had it hidden with sand, but I figured it would be just a waste of time. But as you can see, I even kept the 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern of the directions, and over here it represents that blue door that you had to slice with your sword. Well, you open it up, and once you open it up, you find a chest, and inside the chest you find an ender pearl, which is very useful for this game right now. And the map, because the dungeon map, in Legend of Zelda, it's very relevant. But anyway, I know for a fact though you don't get a map in here, you actually get the key. So after you get the key in the game, you go back out this way, and you go all the way back to the top. So go ahead and run my character back to the top. Actually, I'll just go ahead and fly. It's not really necessary to walk around, especially with a video showing you a tour. But as I said on my Facebook page, if you want to tour the ship with an actual person, just contact either myself or my brother-in-law, Timothy Rice. His Xbox Live gamer tag is Redneck Minecraft without the T, and we'll set up an appointment at which you can explore this on your own. I also have other things in this map that is just like took a while to make. So this right here is finally open, and then this is where you fight that boss on the front of the ship, and you fight him, push him back and stuff. And then when you finally kill him, knock him off the edge, you find your bow and your arrow for the actual game. That's exactly where it is in the game. You find the bow and arrow, and then you can go out here. I'm glad it's nighttime because I turned the brightness up so you can see inside the ship, but outside when it's light it's horrible. But anyway, in the game you have enemies right here that fight you and stuff, and what you do is you get in here and you climb this ladder to here, and then like the game, you go over here, and I've tried it with Ender Pearl. It's actually not very easy, so you wouldn't be able to actually do this if you weren't in creative mode, which I'm not going to do it the tours in creative mode because anyone can just ruin my ship, and I don't want that to happen. But anyway, you go up here, in the game you have things that you shoot and they bring you up here automatically. And when you come in here, this area right here is where you stick your sword in and you turn it. And then after you turn it, this pops up, and this right here is the time shift crystal. And then for the rest of the dungeon, you use this time shift crystal to activate 1,000 years before, so the ship looks brand new, but this is Minecraft, you can't do that. Anyway, you shoot the time shift crystal, and it basically, and also that line, I just wanted to show you the line up here goes here, and then I'll show you some really cool things right here. Like, see this right here where it has like a target. You can take the ender pearl and line it up with the target and throw it, and it will literally act like the hook shot from the game. I thought it was pretty brilliant. You go over here to this area, and it's just arrows. In game, it's actually a heart piece. I can see it's starting to get. I might have to do this over and over, so please bear with me. Turn down the brightness, that way you guys can see it. There we go. Okay. Now, you got here, and then see how it does that? You just throw the ender pearl, and it has the little ledges to catch you, but it's like the hook shot. I thought it was pretty neat. My brother-in-law actually showed me that. But anyway, once you're done with all that, you can jump down here, and in the game they have a boat right here, but it's built down here because it can't go up and down like in the game. So you have this thing right here, you shoot it with an arrow and it brings the boat down into here. And then this place right here is another part of the ship that I had to modify. Basically, right here you have the option to go out down the ladder, but right here is a place where, like, when it's on, when it's 1,000 years, then there's electricity right here and you can't go through, but when it's old you can walk right through and unlock that door. I think, I can't remember. You get back down in this room when it's new, and you look up through here, and I don't know if you can tell very well on the actual video, but you can see the time shift crystal from the area right here where you could shoot your arrow. And then when you do that, you got your map right here in the game, but we put arrows in here. And this door is actually open for the rest of the dungeon, because you have to constantly go back in and shoot that thing, and then that'll form like a electric thing, so you have to go back through here and out here, and then you get the point. Anyway, you got this room right here that's blocked, and you have to go in here into this room. And yes, I know in the game there are lots of enemies to fight, but this is Minecraft, you can't do that. Anyway, this switch right here in game, you step on it and it opens that, and you're able to shoot to this. You shoot your arrow, and my brother-in-law actually made it. You can shoot that right there, and that opens up the door that leads out here. and lead you to your, depending on what, that, I believe it's your first generator. You put your sword in and you turn it, and then you work the room around in a way to where you can get in here and do the same thing with this. You put your sword in and you turn it, and that causes the engines to start moving. Well, while it's doing that, you go here through this, and you see these portholes, and there's this one right here, and this is where you need the ender pearl. I'll go ahead and take off the flying mode so you can tell what I'm doing. But this area right here is the engine compartment of the dungeon, and as you can see, this door right here will not open until you get to the other side. We wanted to make it as realistic as possible, and you know how the pistons are moving up and down in the game, so we basically want you to run, and you see the pistons come down like it was in the game, but that's about as best as we can do. With the rope swinging, this room's empty. I don't know what it was for. I can't remember. It's been a while since I beat the game. Anyway, with the rope swinging, since you can't do that in Minecraft, this is what the ender pearl is used for. You face the area you want to go, and you press left trigger to throw the pearl, and once it hits something, you will appear there, as if, you know, like I said, either the hook shot or the swinging. This is that secret room that is not really 100% necessary, but if you want all the treasure chests, this is the room has 5 treasure chests in it. So if you play the game, make sure you grab those treasure chests, because I mean, you can come back to the Sandship anytime you want, but it's just, you know. Okay, this right here is a little tricky. I always end up missing, but if you can throw it, there you go, throw it perfectly, you can get across to the other side. Because I made this like a pitfall. If you fall through this, you're dead. In the game, they have a floor at the bottom. If you fall, you just land on the floor and then climb back up. And then they got another swinging room right here, and I've actually done this before. Oh, I fell. See? That's what happens when you don't get it right. Okay, let's try again. I'll jump. There we go. You can do that. You can jump like that and do that. Throw it up so that you land on, and then get it to right there, and then bam. So that's how you get across those pistons. And then you got this door that you can open permanently to go in and out. But right here, you have that vent that you crawl through. And there's an area in here, you go through it, and you go up here, and you go through here, back into this room, which is how, it's the 1,000-year-old ship, so you'll see like a dude here that'll give you the captain's key, and then you leave back the same way you came, because you can't go through the electricity that's going. But anyway, you come through here, and out the door. I'm gonna shut the door. It's going to take a minute for me to, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to use doors like this, but you go back through here and back outside. So you go back outside and you climb back up through here, and then you go back out. Or if you want to take it the easy way, you just hop in here, shoot your arrow, and fly. You ride the boat up, and then you come here. This is the top area, the only accessible after you had the bow and arrow. This right here is the captain's quarters. You can finally open up this right here. So you open it up, and you find yourself in the captain's quarters. Another save point right here. In the game, they're bird statues, but like I said, this is in Minecraft. They have to be signs. Anyway, you go down here to this room full of enemies, and this is also where you have a time shift crystal, and it gets very confusing. But basically, you come out here and you shoot the arrow through here to make it, you know, whatever you need, and then you eventually get your way into this door, and then you see that that room right there is blocked, so you have to come back through here and shoot the crystal again. See, I like did it like almost perfect to where you can see the area right there where the time shift crystal is. Anyway, once you get through here, this right here is the final door. You fight people, blah 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 blah. This opens up, and then you get your boss key. In the game, I decided to go with a block of gold, you know, to represent the key that you have to twist and turn in order to unlock the boss door. So that, and then also the chest is really big, but so you get that, and you leave this place. I'm going to go ahead and zap back to the boss door, so bear with me for a minute. Careful when you have an ender pearl, because ender pearls are annoying sometimes. Alright, I've made it here to the boss door. So you click, you know, you save your game, and then you insert the boss key, and once you insert the boss key, you have the boss room. Now I know in the room you don't get to see much, but I decided to go ahead and make the fire pillar right here where you get your fire later on after fighting the boss. But as you can see, I made a little Triforce area, and this is where the thing will be, where you use your Skyward Strike to knock it out and grab the fire. But anyway, in the real game, you go through here and all hell breaks loose. Like, you literally have to hurry and get out of the dungeon. So you get out of the dungeon, and also, like, the boss's tentacles will be smashing through the walls, and you have to attack them. I try to make this as realistic as possible. As you can see, I built it on a large scale. It's not easy taking a picture from the internet and turning it into a Minecraft thing. But you have a chance to save your game before you leave. And then you leave through this door. And this half of the ship will be gone. You'll fight the boss, blah 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 blah. Then you'll go up here. And the reason why I'm not really saying anything about here is because you go up here. Oh wait, this is the front of the ship. I got him in the back of the ship. Anyway, this, please bear with me. I know this is a horrible representation of Tantalus, but it's the best I can do on Minecraft. This right here, this is Tantalus. So there you have it. the whole walkthrough for this dungeon. And like I said, if you want a personal tour through the ship, just let either myself or my brother-in-law, Redneck Minecraft without the T, let him know. And there's other stuff here, but I'm just going to go ahead and end the video looking at our name so that you know exactly who to contact if you want to know any more information about this map. So thank you and have a good day.